Hello. Let's see how we can make a origami star shade. This is a non-traditional origami project which does require the use of scissors. Here I have a large version. As you can see, it opens like an umbrella and curls up into a cylinder. It's quite interesting. I also have a small version which behaves the same. Indeed, you can put the little one into the big one for a better structure, more like a recursive structure. It's really interesting. To make the star shade, we need to download a template from the NASA website. You can search for Origami star shade, which is going to take you to this page where you can download this PDF file. Okay, open it. It's just one template. Download the PDF and print it out. It's recommended that we use tablet paper like this. This is 11 inches by 17 inches. I think it's called a tabloid paper size or ledger size. And in terms of area, is twice as big as the letter size. You can see exactly the same. This is a letter size piece of paper measuring 8.5 across and 11 inches down. So you can put two pieces of letter size paper on this tablet. We don't use this tablet size all the time. Indeed, you may have trouble finding a printer that can print this. You need those wide format printers. All right, we don't really need a large template like this. We can try a small version which works the same. All right, so when you print the PDF file, make sure you change your printer settings and make it fit to the size of the printer. All right, so this is a piece of copy paper and the paper you would use all the time. Let's first cut this template out using scissors. Careful. Cut along the outline or the dotted line of this template. And try your best to be accurate. All right. Essentially, we have a polygon with 12 sides or 12 edges. At the center, as you have seen, we have a hexagon, a regular hexagon. All right, now we're done. We have this template cut out. On the template, we have blue lines and red, or rather orange lines. The blue lines are going to be our mounting folds. Okay, we're going to fold the template in a way so the blue lines are going to point up, and the orange lines are going to be the valley folds and pointing down. It's recommended that we run a stylus or a pencil. Okay, used a ballpoint pen works better, or any pen, And just to retract the pen point, unless you want to see all those lines you are going to draw. And then we run the tip on these lines in a way to score these lines so that it's easier to fold. Okay, run the tip along these lines. I'm using a stack of construction paper, and you can use some newspaper if you like. The mouse pad seems to be a little bit too soft, and the goal is to allow the pen, the stylus, to score the lines, okay, so it's easier to fold. There are also some fine lines, and you can leave them alone. You don't have to fold them or run your stylus over that. Try your best to be accurate. You don't have to be super accurate. Okay, run the pen point or the tip on these lines in a way to score all these lines. And make sure you score all of them. And there are 12 lines. This is going to be our folds. And take a look at the opposite side, and you can see we have made some marks there. Or if you like, you can use a tool like this. It's called a perforator, and a pen works fine, or a perforator might work better. Run it along these lines, and just be careful when you come to the edge. You do not want to use too much force. You do not want to cut the paper. So run it slowly along these lines. I think this is a nice tool. Okay, the goal is to score these lines so it's easier for us to fold. Okay, let me just do it. And you don't have to use both this perforator and the pen. You can choose either one of them. I'm just doing a demo here. Okay, score these lines or perforate these lines. It really depends on the thickness of the paper you are using. All right, just be patient. Feel free to fast forward if you're watching the video. Right, I think we're done now. All right, we don't need the construction paper anymore. If you look closely, there are some little tiny holes on especially on the reverse side of the paper. You can see the perforation. Next, we are going to fold these blue lines upward, okay, making a mounting fold. Thanks to the pen or the perforator, it's now relatively easy to fold, and the orange lines will go down, okay, just like that. Just be patient and be careful. It's not always easy. All right, and feel free to flip the paper, and then squeeze the fold. Okay, glue like that. Squeeze a little bit. Okay, and orange down, blue up, orange down. Okay, and be careful when you come to the center, because of the structure of the design, and you don't have much space toward the center. Blue lines going up, making some mounting fold. Okay. And all right, just be patient and fold all these, make all these folds or creases, if you like that term. Okay. All right. One more blue line. And then, as you can see, toward the center, it can be difficult. So slow down and squeeze those lines a little bit. Like that. All right. As you fold along these blue and orange lines, the paper, as you can tell, wanted to roll around. It's recommended that once you have made all these mountain folds and valley folds, you start with from the center and roll the paper into a cylinder. I've found that it's just easier if we start from the outside, because especially when you use a letter-sized paper, the center can be very small and you can barely put your fingers into the center. So because of the design, we can try to roll this thing from the edge to the center. At the same time, hold the paper down. Okay, push it down, and at the same time try to roll it toward the center. So turn it. And if you need to squeeze these folds, feel free to do that. Okay. Turn it, hold the paper down, and roll it. Okay. And you may need to make some adjustments. Okay, like that. Just be patient. Try to roll it. Okay, like that. Turn a little bit and try again. Okay, start from the outside. Hold it down like this. Okay, so the paper will roll into a cylinder, and adjust these mounting folds. Give it a try. 1, 2, and squeeze the folds as necessary. Okay, and there's some corners there. Feel free to use a pen or any tool if you want to, kind of push it a little. All right, we're getting close, like that. And you don't have to be too nice to the paper, so keep pushing. All right, now we have a star shape. Put your fingers inside and then squeeze the folds. There's some built-in tension across the paper, and as you reshape them, and they'll become more aligned with the structure. So now it's getting very easy, right? All right. So although it's recommended we start from the center and slowly push the paper around and around your finger and make that cylinder, and I found this pretty challenging. So instead of doing that, we're going to hold the make all these folds, okay, squeeze them, and then hold the paper down, and then at the same time try to turn it, push the paper, push the mounting folds inside toward each other, and at the same time turn the star shade a little bit, and do that with each pair. We have 6 pairs, right? 1, 2, 3, 6 pairs. No, or 6 pairs mounting and valley folds, and we have 6 mounting folds and 6 valley folds. So that makes sense. That's a star shape. It works. All right, give it a try, see if you like it. And as I said, if you do have a printer which can handle tablet paper size, and you can try this. Okay, it's much larger, and you can take a look. This is from a letter size piece of paper, so it's really looks like it's 1/4 of the in terms of the area. Give it a try and see what happens, and thank you.